Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Lia Dwi Martika. I am one of participants in UNICEF UNICO International Conference on Social Science, Environment, and Technology. I will explain an article. This is it. Ladies and gentlemen, I will present an article with the title Investment Risk Empirical Evidence from Indonesia Stock Exchange. The authors of this article are Hermawi Harno, Teti Rahmawati, Lia Dwi Martika, and Rosi Utari Dewi. This presentation consists of the background, research method, result, and discussion, and then conclusion. The first, I will explain our background article. The object of this research is the coal mining sector. In recent years, investment in the coal mining sector has continued to increase, so that direct investment from domestic investment is actually higher than foreign investment. This is so that local coal companies are able to host in their own country. On the other hand, there is a tendency for foreign investors to choose to reduce their investment in this sector due to regulatory uncertainty from the government. There are concerns that government policies that often change and relatively high taxes will hamper the development of the coal mining sector in Indonesia. An investor can maximize the rate of return obtained and reduce the potential risk that will occur. To calculate the risk in investment, investor can use the standard deviation method in which risk is measured on probability and historical data based by Jogianto in 2010. Investment is a commitment to a number of assets or other research that are carried out at the time with the hope of gaining returns in the future. There are two chains faced by investors in investment. That is result of the largest expected return with certain risk or certain level of return with the smallest risk. Based Husnan in 2001. In investing, there are two factors that must be considered together, namely the expected return and risk. The smaller the value of the CV or covariance, the better the asset. The smaller the CV or covariance, the smaller the risk and the greater the expected return. The coefficient of variation is useful in deciding between investments that have high returns and those that have low risk. The coefficient of variation shows the magnitude of the risk of each return. In other words, the smaller the covariance value, the smaller the investment risk, and the bigger the return expected. Based on data from 21 coal mining subsector companies listed on the IDX Indonesian Exchange in the Indonesian Exchange during that during the 2014 to 2018 period, only 6 companies had low covariance values, while 15 other companies had high covariance values. So it can be said that investment in coal mining companies is very risky. This encourages research to conduct research on investment risk in the mining sector. And research objective or the purpose of this study is to obtain empirical facts that can explain the effect of asset growth, leverage, profitability, and company size on investment risk. And then method research. The research method used in the research method used in this research is descriptive and verificative method. Descriptive method is used to describe the the asset growth, leverage, profitability, company size, and investment risk variable. The verification method in this study is used to determine the truth of the relationship between asset growth, leverage, profitability, and company size on investment risk. The population used is 105 financial reports from 21 coal mining subsector companies listed on the Indonesian Stock Exchange or EDX for the 2015 to 2018 period. Based on the calculation of the purposive sampling technique, it can be concluded that what will be sampled in this study are 95 financial reports from 19 coal mining subsector companies listed on the Indonesian Stock Exchange during 2015 to 2018 period. And then the analysis used final data regression analysis. Next, result and discussion. Based on the three final data model selection, the results show the model fixed effects is better to be used in this study than the common effect and random effect. The estimation result using the model fixed effect can be formed as the following equation. This is it, the equation. This is, A is for investment risk, and then this is so coefficient in the each company, and then this is coefficient of each variables, and this is it, table T test result. This is variable, coefficient, the statistic, and probability. From this table, based on the partial test details, the results show that asset growth has a negative and significant effect on investment risk. The results of this study are in line with previous research conducted by Eli Indrianto, which state that asset growth has a negative effect on investment risk, and Julius Julianto's research that suggests the asset growth has a negative and significant effect on systematic risk. It means the higher the asset growth of the company, the lower the investment risk that must be borne by investor. On the other hand, the lower the level of asset growth of a company, the higher the investment risk that investor must bear. The higher the company's asset growth, so that the company has the opportunity to carry out business development, Good business development can encourage profits to increase. The increased profit is expected to provide benefits for investors so that the investment risk that will be borne by investors is low. The second result, based on the partial test, the leverage has a positive and significant effect on investment risk. The results of this study are in line with previous research conducted by Juwita Army that suggests the leverage has a positive effect on investment risk. It means the higher the leverage of the company, the higher the investment risk that must be borne by investor. Conversely, the lower the level of leverage of a company, the lower the investment risk that investors must bear. A company that uses a debt composition that is too high to finance its obligation indicates that the company has not been able to finance its asset from the company's operation. In addition, companies with high level of leverage have the risk of being taken over by creditors when the company is unable to finance its obligation. The third result, based on the partial test, t-test, the profitability has a negative and significant effect on investment risk. The results of this study are in line with previous research conducted by Rifat Karakus, which state that profitability has a negative and significant effect on investment risk. It means the higher the profitability of a company, the lower the investment risk that must be borne by investors. Conversely, the lower the level of profitability of company, the higher the investment risk that investor must bear. Companies with high total asset turnover indicate that the companies can manage their asset effectively to generate profits. High profit generated by a company is expected to provide benefits for investor so that the investment risk that will be borne by them will be lower. And the last result, based on the partial test, the company size has a negative and significant effect on investment risk. The results of this study are in line with previous research conducted by Ernie and Sylvia, in which company size has a negative effect on systematic risk. Henke found that the company size has a negative and significant effect on investment risk. It is mean the company size has a negative and significant effects on investment risk. The reason is because which that the large company size is considered to have a small investment risk compared to a small company size. The reason is because the size of company indicates that the company is superior in terms of wealth and good performance. Investment risk reduced. In addition, a large company is considered to have more access to the capital market, so it has a smaller variance and tends to guarantee going concern and sustainability. So this can contribute to reduce company risk. Okay, the last is conclusion. Based on the result of research and discussion that has been conducted regarding the influence of asset growth, leverage, profitability, and company size on investment risk in culminating subsector companies listed on Indonesia Stock Exchange for the 2014 to 2018 period, it can be concluded that 1. Asset growth has a negative and significant effect on investment risk. 2. Leverage has a positive and significant effect on investment risk. 3. Profitability has a negative and significant effect on investment risk. And the last, 4. Company size has a negative and significant effect on investment risk. That's enough for our explanation. We apologize for any shortcomings. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.